I'm back, baby. And a little under the weather, guys. Sonny lost his voice. Sonny was partying a little too hard. Do you see that thing in the back there? What do you think that is, guys? Huh? This is art. What do you think? I mean, to me, it looks like, when I look at that, it looks like the foreskin of an elephant. Does anybody else see that? I don't know. I think when I see that, I mean, it's a drain to somewhere, a drain to nowhere. I think of plumbing when I see that. Does anybody else see that? I want to, like, I mean, maybe broken condom? What do you guys think? Or like, let's think. What does this remind you of when you see it? It's a funnel of some sort, but it's ripped to the bottom, you know? It's like something's supposed to be poured in there. Maybe maybe it's supposed to collect the water from the sky. Oh, it collects the water from the sky and it goes into the bottom there, maybe. I don't know. Or maybe it's a black hole to nowhere, you know? Could be a black hole to, I don't know, this park. What do you see? What do you think of? How does this move you? This art? Hmm? I think of like plunger too. Does anybody get plunger vibes? I don't know. I think of the washroom whenever I see this thing. I don't know why. I think of some sort of washroom. Maybe there's some nudity involved. It has something, I feel like it has something to do with your bowels. I don't know, but I also get like the foreskin of an elephant vibes. Does anybody else get that, or is it just me? I don't know. I get foreskin elephant vibe, you know? Woo! With a condom of an elephant. The broken condom, because it's broken at the end. The broken condom of an elephant. Or my broken condom. Hey! I'm not that big. I'm very small. Yeah. Yeah, it's a funnel to nowhere, you know? I'm pretty sure it has to do with I mean, then again, I think it has to, maybe it's a black hole, you know? I see like a black hole. You guys see black hole? It's probably a black, I mean, because I'm near like a planetarium, like a little, it's definitely some sort of black hole or funnel. That's what I get from it. That's probably what it is, guys. It's like a black, like it's like, you know, like, and then at the end is like the singularity, you know? That's where the fun happens. You get sucked in. Or it could be a tornado. Cyclone? Oh, cyclone. Cyclone, hurricane, tornado, right? Tornado vibes. But it's probably a black hole, right? Because there's like a, because like we're very high. Like I'm at a very high place. I'm at the top of a hill. See, guys, art lesson with Sonny. Art. Yeah. I'm on another hike, by the way, if you're wondering. And I'm still poor. Still very poor. Yeah. So very, very poor. Not a lot of inner city kids here either, believe it or not. Yeah. Not a lot of inner city kids here either. I think I'm the only one on this island or this city that looks like me, to tell you the truth. No, that's not true. I mean, Maoris sort of look like, but not really. I mean, I'm not really. I could probably pass, but I'm not Maori. They can probably tell that I'm not. Yeah. Foreskin of an elephant. Speaking of foreskins, though, you guys hear what happened to the designer? Huh? Mr. Panda? The Chinese panda? He flashed his genitals, if you will, on a plane. And now he's seeking mental help. I don't know. Here's my take on it. I think he handled it all wrong. I think he should have just owned it, you know? You're a rock star. That's what rock stars do, you know? You flashed yourself on a plane after a concert. That's a story. I mean, why are you gonna go? I mean, so not only did he admit fault, but now he's gonna go seek help, which means the behavior was inappropriate. But with it, I guess in the wrong I mean, what if he was on stage? What if he was on stage and did that? That'd be okay though, right? Because he was an entertainer. I don't know. Do you think he just clocks out? I mean, do you think like entertainer status or like rock star status, like you just have to clock out after a certain hour? Like after a certain hour, you're just a normal person, and then when you get on stage, you're just a rock star all of a sudden. I don't know. I don't think you should have apologized. Yeah, I think you should have just owned it. Be like, yeah, I flashed. So what? You know, who cares? There was that other guy. Remember that other guy? Who's that other guy whose genitals actually got like his pants blew out on stage, and then his schlong like sort of just flopped out in the middle of what was his? Lenny Kravitz. Yeah, that's the guy. Remember Lenny Kravitz? Like remember like his like genitals sort of just came out. Like his piece was so big, it literally burst through his pants on stage. He didn't have to fucking. I mean, sorry. He didn't have to like. He didn't have to go to a PR team and talk about how he needs help and he needs. It's getting. I don't know, man. I think this is getting ridiculous. Like, doesn't make sense. You know, it doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense. So he flashed a bunch of people on a plane after a concert. Good. Sucks for the people on that plane, but who cares? Now you got a story. What do they do? Well, I guess they could. Well, yeah, see, that's the issue. See, if he was on a private jet, yeah, if he was on a private jet, then I mean, it's okay, really. But I guess if okay, I don't know the whole story. If he was on a commercial jet, like if he was on a commercial plane with other passengers, yeah, I can see why. Yeah, it's a bit of a problem. You can't really do that. Yeah, I guess context matters, eh? If he was on his own jet, did that, who cares? I mean, you could post that on whatever. But he's on a commercial with other passengers. I mean, they paid as well. They didn't pay he doesn't own the jet. Like, but I don't know what the story is, you know? Like I said, it's contingent on that. If he was on his own jet, but then why would he have to? Yeah, then he was probably on a commercial plane, yeah. Because then the other passengers must have complained. They're like, why? I mean, I'm paying for a ticket. Why am I being exposed to this dude? That doesn't make sense. You're a designer. After a concert, you go onto a commercial plane. That doesn't make sense. I don't know. I didn't read it. If you're on a private jet, I don't think he should have done what he did. As in, like, apologize, get a PR team. Who cares? If on a commercial jet, yeah, I get it. You have to. You kind of, your balls are sort of tied, you know? Your genitals. Yeah. You think he has foreskin like this? Designer? Who knows? Designer? I haven't even heard. I mean, I don't really listen to. I mean, I don't know. I don't really follow this. Seems cool. He had that song, you know, Panda. Whatever. Yeah. Panda. 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 I don't know. I'm still on the island of misfits. That's the thing. So, you know. But the more time I spend here, the more I realize how much I like Americans, you know? I'm not even being like facetious or like Americans probably are the greatest people. America really is the greatest country in the world, guys. Every American I've come across has just been very kind, good-natured, and I can relate to them a lot, you know? They understand comedy, like they understand laughter. You know, they understand laughter. Yeah. Lots of Germans, though, gotta say. Lots and lots of Germans. Lots of Germans. Man, who would have thought, eh? Decades later, they really would have. They sort of did conquer the world, but just through soft power, you know? They just sort of, through travel, if you will, they conquered the world. They are literally everywhere. I guess they have to, right? You know, so they don't, you know, they gotta see the world, understand different cultures, so, you know, so that thing doesn't happen again, you know. So they don't think they're number one in the world. You know who does think they're number one in the world but don't do that? America. And you're thinking, wait a minute, yes they do. Not really. Not really. They don't do that, guys. You're probably thinking, hey Sonny, why you gargling American balls. I'm just saying, I like America, you know. I like America. That's the dream of every Canadian is to become American. Actually, did you know that? Yeah. My dream of becoming president of dictator of Canada didn't really hold out. It couldn't really pan out. There's only so many sons. there's only so many, like, I don't know. What is it called when somebody, the son? What is it called when? Well, not nepotism, but like the son of a, like. There's so many princes. Well, I guess he is a prince, eh? Well, yeah, the Prince of Canada, if you will. Or more like the king. More like the king. But whatever. I don't care. That sort of didn't pan out, you know, because I wanted to be dictator. Couldn't do that, so. Tried my hand at arts and crafts, you know? I don't know. Am I communicating well? Do I get, like... Can you understand what I'm trying to get at? Communication is key to everything, right? Maybe I should go to school for communication. I don't know. You have to be able to communicate or convey what you're trying to say or mean, so people don't misinterpret what it is you're trying to say. Can you read the words? Can you hear the words that are coming out of my mouth? As Chris Tucker would say. Yeah, things get lost in communication. That's what I'm saying. I feel like that's why I guess that's why I connected more with the Americans. Yeah, because comedy, you know, like laughter tends to bring people. I mean, unless you're really good at trying to convey. But then you have to understand the context that you're in, right? Like if you're in a country, you have to understand like what makes them laugh. Like everybody has their own unique. Every culture sort of has their own way of like. What's their funny bone, you know? Every culture has their own unique funny bone. It's also a reflection of, like, I don't know, like their history too, right? Like a lot of English, like a lot of people that I've met from the UK, for example, they tend to be very sarcastic, dry, very witty. They're funny, yeah. You can see how that sort of evolved, and then it came sort of to I can see where it came, and then America, and then, you know, like. America was like a British colony, and then sort of broke free, and then it also has its own sense of humor. But you can see sort of where it came, from, you know. Yeah, all the English common, like they all have their own sense of like. You can almost see it, like they all like sort of like all branch from the same thing, and then the different flavors are contingent on whatever unique culture or history they have. Fish out of water, you know. What do you do to the fish out of? You kill the fish out of water? I don't know. One guy told me. I mean, he talked about this one series that's very famous in the UK. It was the In-Betweeners. Talks about this one scene about a fish that comes out and then ends up on the boat. And then these kids don't know what to do, and then one guy just punches the fish in the head over and over till it dies. Fish, because they didn't know how to kill it. You know, they didn't want to like, because it was flopping and dying. Like, what do? You put it out of its misery, but do you get a quick, painless death? But one of them is like he just decides to punch the thing over and over, and then it just. And I was thinking, like, that's a very like. Like, I get why it was funny, but it didn't tickle my bone. But I get why it was funny, though. The fish out of when they just don't know it, so he just punches it in the head over and over. Quick, painless death, huh? I mean, what do you do to a fish though? Like, that's out of water, you know? The fish out of context. I'm the fish out of context here. Jeez. I'm a fish out of context here too, guys. I don't know if you guys see that. That's a really cool view, right? I don't know if you guys see it. I'm on top of the world. Yeah, I'm a fish out of context. I don't know. Maybe I'm just slowly like dying, you know? I don't know. Eventually you run out of air and you just die. Or you just run out of dollars and you just die. But you need the water, you know? The water is very... But you don't have that, then yeah. What do you do? I mean, do you transport the fish then to a different... Do you evacuate all these fish? And then you put them into like, I don't know, like a fish refugee camp, if you will? Hoping they like survive long enough to maybe set up set up roots in this new fish tank. But like, what if the other fish in the new fish tank don't like the new fish, you know? You might throw the pH balance off. Or what do you do, man? What's the most humane thing to do, you know? I don't know, because we're all ethical after all, or whatever. I don't know. Communications. Or maybe I should consult, you know? Consult on comedy. Be a comedy consultant. That's funny, man. It is funny because like some people are just naturally funny, you know? And then some people have degrees in communication. I don't know. I guess it doesn't really matter. It's how you... I mean, whatever way you get there, really. If it works, it works. Some people are very cerebral. Like, they're very... What's the word? Cerebral? I can't even talk right now, my voice. Cerebral, you know? Like, they're very... Very smart, very intellectual. But some people just want to laugh, you know, too. Like... But it depends on the culture. Like if you're like in the UK, for example, like they're very dry, very witty, very sarcastic. I mean, sarcasm is usually like a telltale sign of someone who's very intelligent or bothered, if you will, by, as Sebastian Maniscalco would say, subtly bothered. I don't know. And some people just like dumb shit, you know. Like this stupid thing, you know? The elephant foreskin. Right? The elephant foreskin. Let's see the elephant foreskin, guys. Hello! Hello! 1-800-DERP-LOAD? What the hell is that? Derp land? Yeah. I don't know. I got water in my eye. I don't know. Communication. Yeah, I guess whatever works, really. But then, like I said, yeah, you gotta know. Yeah, I don't know what works. I don't know. I don't even know what I'm talking about, you know? I talk like I know what I don't know what I'm talking about, guys. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. Elephant foreskin. I'm at the end of my rope. I'm at the end of my rope. I'm at the end of my rope. Yeah. Need a lifeline. Give me a lifeline. We need more consultants. That's what I need. Need a life consultant, you know? Get somebody else to find the answers to a problem. That's funny. Designer foreskin. Oh yeah, Louis C.K. had the same issue. Remember, he sort of like exposed himself. I don't know. I don't think anybody really cares. I don't think people care about those things though. Really? Like, I don't know. I guess it makes sense though. Like, imagine being so concerned. I mean, when you work in an industry where communication, reputation is key. Because I mean, with your reputation is contingent on how well you communicate, really, isn't it? So you have to guard that. What type of person like guards their reputation even when it isn't true? Like, even let's say you even know something isn't true. But you have to. You're always on the lookout for something that may, I don't know, put a chink in whatever this projected identity or image you put out into the world. You know. Imagine being that obsessed. Remember that scene in The Wire where that kid goes to that gangster? He's like, "Why do you care what you think?" And the guy's like, "Well, reputation is everything." But he's like, you know it isn't true. So why do you care? And he kills, because I remember like one of the gangsters killed somebody just over, not even like a rumor, but just like he was like talking. And he's like, reputation is everything. It's like, It's a sense of like power, you know. But then you're thinking like, why that guy's also a psychopath though. Like he's also like a very narcissistic. I don't know. I sort of wish I was like that, you know. To be able to just rationalize. I think I could though. Right? Like I bet you can like rationalize your way. It's just how you like, I don't know, it's how you deal with the underlying emotion. And I talk like I know what I'm talking about, but I don't really. Because like I said, if your rep is everything, then the last thing you want is an act or rumor that make you feel ashamed. Unless you feel no shame. Yeah, then if you feel no shame, does the rep even matter? Does your reputation? Probably not. I mean, because it's like if somebody already knew like all the horrible things about you, like already, like there's nowhere to go but up. You know what I'm saying? Like if you already exist at the top, you sort of do have to like guard your reputation. Because the fall is so steep. Like the fall is so. Yeah. Yeah, because you have so much to lose, you know? Because if you're already at the top, you have a lot to lose, like a lot. Not only that, but the judgment people will have, because they want to tear you down because they feel like you have something undeserved, you know? Because in a lot of ways it is, though. I mean, obviously you didn't choose the lot in life, but like, if you come from the top, like you're almost hyper aware that you're in a position where not only do they really want to tear you down because they feel like you're undeserving, which in a lot of ways you are, but then not only that, but if you fall, the fall is so bad because no one's gonna even sympathize with you because like you were already like you already had it good. I guess that's why people like populists, right? Like populists or like a demagogue or like somebody from the bottom who makes it, you know, started from the bottom. But then you have to guard that story. I mean, I don't know. That's hard. I don't know. That's not my job. I don't work in PR. You know, I'm not a consultant. Not a consultant. Comedy consultant, if you will. But it depends on what field too. I mean, if you're in comedy, why the hell would you need a consultant? The fall from grace. Well, what grace? You're a comedian. Like, the whole Louis C.K. thing didn't make any sense to me. I mean, it's old news now, but that one didn't even make any sense either. Like, he's who cares? You know, he's a comedian. It's not like he's a president. You know, like, remember the whole? I mean, most people don't understand. Like, they don't know the whole Monica Lewinsky thing. But like, I remember that was like a huge like big deal because like, oh, the president was doing that in his Oval Office. He almost got impeached, but he didn't get impeached, and everybody forgot about it. Louis C.K. is a comedian. Yeah, odd, you know? It's strange. I mean, why is there such a high level of standard for like entertainers, you know? Doesn't make any sense. They're like Dave Chappelle would say, they play make-believe, you know? Like, why do you hold them to such a high... I guess I can see why the people don't like it, because like on the one hand, like you get to say, like you get so much power, like a vocal, because you get to say things you're almost like a politician in a way, like you're a speaker, like you're a public speaker, but you don't get any of the flack that a politician would have, because they're beholden to the people, right? Like they're beholden to laws, like they're held to a standard, because like, well, theoretically, we put them in there, and then they have to like do what we tell them to do. If they don't, well, they're like, hey, we're gonna tear you down. But like a comedian sort of does, like, comedians sort of make fun of or criticize. They also get to speak in a matter not unlike a public speaker or a politician, but they're not held to the same standard. So they get all the fun in a way. Like they're almost like a consultant in a lot of ways. Because the consultant sort of just tells the client, they're not even responsible for whether it works or doesn't work. They just sort of, like, you can use a consultant or not, but like The consultant isn't responsible for like your whatever. Like they're just advice givers. That's all they do, really. They don't really. But I mean, of course, they want to like whatever they're giving, they want it to work so they get rehired again, right? Their reputation, but like standards aren't the same, you know. The comparison isn't the same. Like you're not. I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna leave the. I'll let from Foreskin on this one. Yeah, whatever, guys. This is all I got, my boy.